Okay, student, I'm going to make two videos today. The first video is to explain this question that I posted in the WhatsApp group. Sadly, only two students got back to me and only Ryan got the answer. Congratulations. Remember to come out and get 20 bucks, okay? Next time doing the practical. For other students, I think that you also have to know how to tackle these questions because these questions basically coming from Form 3 chemistry and it may appear in paper 1 multiple choice questions because the idea is very easy after I explain it to you. So let's look at this question together, okay? After this video, I will make another one tonight to go through some mechanisms of the organic reactions with you, especially those that involve the production of race mixtures, because lately some students, they came up with some past papers to ask me why some mechanisms can lead to the production of race mixture. You may not know what race mixture is, so I'm going to explain it in the video later, okay? You have to know about it as well for your exam. Okay, let's take a look on this question first, okay? In a solution, it contains sodium ions, magnesium ions, chloride ions, and sulfate ions. If the mole ratio of sodium ions, magnesium ions to chloride ion is 4 to 5 to 12, calculate the number of mole of sulfate ions in the solution. Given that there is 0.1 mole of sodium ion in the solution, then how can we do it? First, we have to list out all the ions present in the solution. Okay? And then the question, normally we will put down all the information given in the question first. Okay? And the mole sodium is given. Okay, the question is asking you the number of mole of sulfate ion in the solution. Now, before we find out the number of mole of sulfate ions, we have to find out the number of mole of magnesium and chloride first, okay? If you remember what I taught you in Form 3 when we were doing the mole calculation, if you have one mole and you want to find another, you are going to use this mole number to times the mole ratio of the substance you want to find divided by your own mole ratio. So, which means for magnesium ion, if you want to work out its number of mole, you're going to times 0.1 by the mole ratio of magnesium, 5, divided by your own one, 4, okay? So it will be 0.125, okay? Likewise, we are going to work out the mole ratio of chloride. We're going to do the same. That is 0.1 times the one you want to find divided by your own number, 4. So it's 0.3, okay? Now the question wants us to work out the number of sulfate ion. Now how can we do it? If you still remember in Form 3, when we are learning ionic compound, okay, of course, ionic compound contains cation and anion, and they may carry different charges. But there is a fact that you can never overlook. That is, for an ionic compound, the net charge is 0. It's always neutral. It's always neutral. So what it means is that even though right now the solution contains 4 kinds of ions, 2 positive, 2 negative, but the overall charge will be 0 for the solution, right? Because obviously it's made of 2 kinds of ionic compounds, right? So what we are going to do is we try to sum up all the charges according to the number of ions present in the solution and put the sum as 0. Then you will be able to find out the unknown. Right now, you want to find this one, we can let it be X, okay? So what we're going to do is we look at sodium, 0.1 mole inside the solution, and it contains 1 positive, okay? And then magnesium, 0.125 inside the solution, and it contains 2 positive. And chloride, 0.3, and it contains 1 negative. And the last one, we let it be X, it contains X mole. And for each sulfate ions, it contains -2. So it will be X -2, and then we put it as 0. Then in this mathematical equation, you can only find one unknown. Then let's solve it together. 0.1 plus 0.125 times -2, and then minus 3. So it will be -0.45 times 2, okay? So 2 will be Oh, sorry. Let's try again. Okay, 0.1 times 1 plus 0.125 times 2 minus 0.3. So it will be 0.05 times 2x. So the x will be 0.025 mole. So that will be the number of mole of sulfate ions, okay? Now, that is how we do it, okay? It's very easy. You just have to consider the corresponding number for each ion and their charges, okay? And sum them up together, positive, positive, negative, negative, and then it equals to zeros, okay? Because as I told you, for an ionic compound, the net charge is 0, no matter what charges of the cations and anions are. Eventually, the ionic compound as a whole is electrically neutral. Okay, now I will stop here and make another video to explain some mechanisms of the reactions and how those mechanisms can lead to the formation of race-mixed mixture. Okay. In the meantime, you can think about if you still remember what race-mixed mixture is, okay? Okay, see you in the next video. Work hard.